Alright, so this is another 4v4 match. I played on, random team or on ladder. A great match here. This is actually on one of my favorite 4v4 maps, Battleground. This was a map that I always loved playing. I just love the layout of it. I think there's a lot of interesting gameplay that can happen due to the layout and of the creep. All the creep camps and stuff, and it's a snow themed map, so I like snow themed maps, so that's why. That's another thing that makes me enjoy this map. So let's just get off with the standard stuff here. Nothing too special with what I was trying to do with my build here. I knew I was going to go rifle casters. I was fighting two undeads. I had a feeling these guys would have probably did a fast expansion on the frost worms and then try to take advantage of their frost worms to win the game. So I knew I had to go for an anti-air build here. I pretty much go for one of my favorite one base tier 3 rifle caster build. Well, it's not a one base, but it's basically me trying to get fast tier 3, and then I'll expand once I get nearly 50 food, because obviously you gotta have an expansion for the sense of security.
Ready for action.
Especially if you're going against good players too. I've decided to go for a fast blacksmith. Sometimes I do this just to get faster rifles because I want better creeping units than footmen. When you're going for a rifle build, the footmen are so bad. They're just awful. Without defend. Defend can really make a difference when it comes to creeping. I think this is pretty standard creep route. I like to do 2 players creeping the gold mines. I mean, it's nice to do 1 player for the big experience, but I like to be safe. Telling my teammate to go here, get this camp, because I have the anti-air. This is another reason why it's good to have an anti-air build here, because these camps have air units. And I told my teammates, let's go here, and we managed to creep jack these undeads. And I noticed their fiends are kind of wounded here, and I'm oh crap, let's fight. I don't know why my teammate tried to sleep a random fiend there. That didn't do much. Yeah, he should have slept the hero, which he did. See, that's what I wanted him to do right there. And then just go for the fiends. I noticed Pink's fiends are extremely vulnerable there, so I tried. Oh, look at this! He tried to go for a sneaky hero kill on my archmage there. That would have been disastrous. But luckily, I'm very super careful on my archmage here. I mean, when you're playing archmage first, you have to really pay attention to him. I mean, sometimes I go Mountain King first, but I think every human player can agree Archmage first is just really the best. It's really, I mean, it's meta for a reason for 1v1s or 2v2s, because he's just such a great hero for late game. All his spells are really good, and Brilliance Aura is easily one of the best auras in the entire game too. I'm telling my teammates, don't fight this. You're fighting 2 dudes, and we don't really have the units. Same thing with Pink, telling Teal to come back. So this is why I love going 1 base, faster, second hero. I love having a Mountain King with me. The good old Archmage Mountain King Paladin combo. I managed to do a nice surprise on the blue here. I think Teal should have coiled way faster there, but I don't know. I think maybe we could have killed him there. But I understand why he wanted to be careful. This looked like a pretty sketchy fight, so I'm just back off, guys. And I'm go back to my base, let them come. I'm ready for it. I got militias. Tier 3 rifle casters, man. I really love tier 3 rifle casters. Holy crap. It is such a carry. It is so good for late game. You can only use this build for 3v3s and 4v4s. pretty much. I mean, in 1v1s, it's definitely good for like undead on a 1 base, but I think like it's better to go fast expand against undead if you're playing human, because you know undead just has so much advantages over human when it comes to like 1v1 format. But you know, tier 3 rifle casters, I love it, dude. Like, it's so good. Great anti like air build. The inner fire from the priest is also great for like synergizing your teammates' units. Like my teammate Teal, he eventually got frost worms, and it's so good with frost worms. Like, it's just kind of like, you know, an all-around great build. But the biggest flaw with the rifle caster build is like it's really bad against melee builds, which, you know, that's kind of like the whole point with RTS games. Like, you know, in this game, like air units counter the melee units, but these guys, the anti-air, they counter the air units, and what is it, melee pretty much counter like the anti-air units. So right here, I noticed Pink was attacking me. I'm like, I'm not too scared of you. You know, I thought like you would have more units here. So this right here, man, I was pretty upset with this part here. You know, I was getting ready to like fight, and my freaking sorceress, she managed to slow the skeleton instead of like the Death Knight. I think next time when I see like a bunch of skeletons, I'm gonna freaking turn off slow and just try to like manually use it. It'll be better. So that was nice. I don't know if I manually did that on the Sork right there. I mean on like the Fiend, but that's definitely helpful. So right here, apparently there's a little bit of, what is it, confrontation between my teammates here. I mean, that's just kind of how it is with like team games, man. Sometimes people just have like different chemistry, different like play style and stuff. Like I've had, man, what is it? I remember playing like a match, and I had this guy, like he had like the craziest like army ever, but he was like so shy, man. Like it seemed like he didn't want to like lose his army or something, and I'm like, come on, dude. You know, this is Warcraft 3, dude. You're supposed, I mean, you make an army for a reason. You take them to war. You know, don't worry if they die, dude. It's all about like, you know, taking advantage of them. I pretty much always try to get a Staff of Sanctuary when I get my Paladin first. Mainly because, like, you know, at this late of the game, Paladin is super squishy against like all like the guys that have like the first and second heroes. So this guy, he's going for like the good old Mountain King Blood Mage combo. Just taking advantage of like the Mountain King's powerful spells. Definitely a fun build to use, but I kind of like prefer like going Paladin first and then using Blood Mage, because like Blood Mage is extremely squishy when you had Mountain King first here. So I got Inner Fire ready, and right here I knew like I was going to expand here, getting close to 50 food. But I think the main reason why I didn't expand is because we were in the fight. This is like a pretty like intense fight here, so I knew like I had to focus. Here it is, Inner Fire, one of my favorite spells in Warcraft 3. I always love the sound of it. It looks cool, and I think it's one of like the most valuable spells in team games, with Bloodlust, of course. Oh, this was funny. So I kind of got notified. I think one of like the yellow units, he attacked my priest, and I noticed like the scroll of protection was on these guys, and then I just dispelled it for my teammate. I think I should be expanding soon here. Yeah, there it is. See, later on I started to expand.
Are under attack.
Like, it can be pretty tough to like, you know, multitask in this game at times, because like so much things is going on, especially in, what is it, team games, man. You gotta really stick with your teammates here. Telling my teammates like, hey man, we're getting sandwiched here. Oh, this was so unfortunate here. See, I knew like I had to TP out here. I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. But then again, what is it? Orange, he was like completely away from us, so we pretty much had to leave. I don't know what Orange was doing, but I think that was kind of like his fault right there. He should have been with us. I don't know what this was here. I think he was just trying to annoy them. I don't know if that really did much. So, you know, while I'm at my base trying to heal up, managed to get an expansion
Our
here.
allies' hero has fallen.
This is pretty much how I like to play 4v4 if I'm going for like a rifle caster build. I just think it's way more important to get my 3 heroes, my master priests, and then just try to, like, you know, get an expansion when the time is right. So once I notice my expansion is starting to get, like, you know, close to being finished, I break up key.
Job done.
So here comes like another crazy fight. There we go. God, man, it was so hard to, like, what is it? See, I was trying to, like, at least take advantage of my Mountain King's spells there. But there's just so much stuff going on. I noticed, like, his Lich was in the bad position, so I tried to, like, hero focus. They try to hero focus my Mountain King, but I had invulnerability with me. And I also have a Staff of Sanctuary, just in case my Mountain King is about to die. I love this item, by the way. It's so good. And that's like another reason why I go to tier 3. Like, once you get this item, people cannot kill your hero, no matter what. Like, as long as your reaction is fast enough, you could totally just troll them with this item. Telling my teammates to buy items. We gotta buy items here. Yeah, man, this is kind of like, you know, the thing that I like about this map. It's kind of like small for 4v4 standard, but man, it's so fast-paced. It's just really fun. And this is why I go for the rifle caster build here. Great anti-air to stop, like, you know, this guy's frost worms. And like I said, man, Ender Fire is just so good. You just cannot kill anything, especially when you have Devotion Aura. Just makes everything so much harder to kill. Wait, did I go level 2? No, I went level 1 Devotion. I always go level 2 Holy Light for the better healing. And this was a GG indeed. Alright, so that was, like, you know, a good example of why I enjoy this map. And it's just a lot of fun. Like, this is the map that I pretty much always get hyped when I, you know, play 4v4 RT pretty much.